the depths of hell could have forged a diamond this special?
Hey guys, thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to be booking a load for Chris, as usual, my one and only driver. He picked up this morning in North Carolina and he's heading to Mobile, Alabama for a 7 a.m. delivery tomorrow morning. I have the unique challenge today of avoiding all this horrible weather that the United States is experiencing right now. I have the luxury of, having a little control over where I send my driver. He's not in any dedicated lanes, so I don't have to have him anywhere really unsafe. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump on Truck Stop and get this going. So I came in here before I started recording and I immediately noticed that without even adding the states that we're willing to go to, there were not a lot of loads listed for the North or Central United States. Like you see a lot of, let's go to destination state. There's one to Colorado. Mostly Florida, Georgia. There's a couple to Michigan. But other than that, South Carolina, Texas. It seems like these brokers are, well aware of the weather and aren't posting loads that aren't going to be able to move this week with all of the bad weather and ice that they're calling for pretty much in the entire country. I already emailed about this load going to Maine just for fun to see what it was all about. And I wouldn't, generally lanes that go up to Maine pay $3 plus a mile automatically. But this particular load was one pick 5 drop for $3 a mile. I don't think so. It's just ridiculous what these brokers think they're gonna. I mean, look, the rate estimate for this, without Truck Stop even knowing that it's a 5 drop load, is $5,000. So this is $5,500 to $6,000 minimum. I didn't even give him a response. It's absolutely not worth it. So the load that I'm going to go ahead and look into is actually this one right here. So the load that I'm actually going to call and look into is this one heading to Greenwood, South Carolina. This is not a broker that I've ever worked with, but they do have an A experience. So why don't we go ahead and give them a call.
Your call is important to us. Please stay on the line, and your call will be answered in the order it was received.
This call may be recorded for quality assurance and training.
Hi, I'm calling about a lane that you have listed picking up tomorrow in Mobile, Alabama, heading to Greenwood, South Carolina.
Yeah, give me 1 second. Here, sorry about that. While I'm pulling this up, can I go ahead and get your MC? Stafford Hauling and Services?
Yes.
So I've got it is picking up in Cantonment, Florida at 11 a.m., delivering Greenwood, South Carolina, 9 a.m. the next day. It is a touch over 43,000 pounds plastic materials, and we're paying $1,400 on it.
All right, just give me 1 second. What was the zip code on the pickup?
The zip code is 32533.
Can't. Three, two,
Cantonment?
yes, thank you.
Yes.
Okay. So I have a little bit of a deadhead on this actually. But we probably could make that pickup time. If you have any flexibility on the rate, I can do this for $15.50.
So I have no flexibility for this one. What I can do is I've got pickups from at noon, 1, 2, 4, and 5. Depending on what time you want to pick up, the rate does vary. For earlier pickups, if you're looking for a higher rate, you're going to have to do a later pickup.
Okay. And what is the appointment for the noon pickup for the drop the next day?
So the noon pickup is a 10 a.m. delivery, and we're paying $14 on that.
Okay, so the rate doesn't go up till the afternoon pickup?
Yeah, the next time it goes up, or the first one for a higher rate is a 1 p.m.
1
and it
p.m.
goes to 15.
to 1500. Okay, I'm gonna keep looking a little bit, but I'll give you a call back if that changes
Sounds good.
for us. Thank you.
Absolutely, take care.
So this is my struggle with these brokers. Like they posted this as Mobile, Alabama, but it's not Mobile. So it's annoying. You have to stay on your toes and be careful because this is probably, yeah, right here, the same load, Pensacola. But they're just like throwing it out there to see who's gonna bite. I would consider taking this for $1,400 just because I really would like to go to South Carolina. I'm gonna touch base with Chris and see what's going on with him. I have a feeling he's gonna give me an earful about the way this morning's pickup. He picked up in North Carolina and he's heading down to Mobile, Alabama. And there was... What up? How's it going? It's going. Everything went really smooth this morning?
Yeah, I guess once they figured out what was going on my truck.
Having trouble hearing you.
I said, I guess once they figured out what was going on my truck.
Yeah. Oh, that was funny.
The guy said, he said, I don't know. He said, they keep telling drivers to come in early. He said, but nobody's here early. He said, they don't tell us what's going out. He said, oh, we'll try to figure it out and load you up. He said, but we're not shipping.
Yeah. Oh. Well, I'm trying to figure out what to do for the next few days. I was watching some weather this morning and it looks like it's, what is it?
I said, it's
Yeah, like they're saying that all through like Tennessee and Arkansas and like even North Texas is just gonna be a sheet of ice.
I heard they already shut down. Oh no, I'm sorry, that wasn't Tennessee. It was Missouri. Yeah, they I forget what highway they said it was, but they shut it down and just said don't expect it to open anytime soon. Like,
I mean, like they should do that because these pileups are just out of control. And I don't know if you saw the video, I think it was in Ohio, some plow on the interstate was just like shooting rocks and sand and ice like across the interstate and blasting cars, like sending them off the road.
That's something I would do. I used to love plowing.
No, like he would like almost kill people. Like it was really bad.
See people on the sidewalk and drop the plow.
No, this was so much worse. It was like a 50-foot stream of just straight like ice and rocks, and it wasn't even white. It wasn't even snow. It was just straight up ice. It was wild. So anyways, it's interesting you say that they closed that highway, because even on truck stop, like I didn't put in any parameters about where we're willing to go, and almost everything listed is going to like Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, and Texas. Nothing else is moving.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they shut 40 down through Tennessee either, because that's always, people in Tennessee can't drive to begin with. You put a little bit of ice on the ground and it's a disaster.
Yeah. So I'm looking at this load. The interesting thing about it is that there's a reload listed that's going to, well, I don't know if you could even do it, but it's a next day delivery up just north of Cincinnati, and then you could go get that PM done.
We should have called if we wanted to do that, but I thought we were doing that next weekend. I was excited about next weekend.
Okay, well, we can arrange that instead. You were excited for something? Oh my god.
Yeah, I was.
So, all right, so the deal with this load going to South Carolina is that they put the wrong pickup city, so it looked like there was no deadhead, but there really is. It's picking up in it's picking up in a really weird town in Florida. It's about 60 miles away.
All right.
And the other thing is, I asked for more money, and she said that the rate doesn't go up unless you take an afternoon pickup. So I'm like, part of me's like, ugh, that rate's not that great for that deadhead, and part of me's like, there's really not much else up here. And everything else pretty much going to Texas, and like kind of middle of nowhere Texas. I'm not too excited about booking you a reload for the weekend out of there. So I'm kind of like, I might need to just suck it up. Why does Ryan Transportation keep popping up? I keep blocking them, and they keep popping up on this board. I'm so salty with them right now. Even though it was my fault.
Yeah, but the Duke is still
Yeah, he was the worst.
What do you want me to do today? Because I could get within, let's see, this pilot is that's 3.5 hours, 4 hours. So I could get within 35 minutes of this place tomorrow. There's a pilot about 35 minutes away.
Yeah.
But I would have to stop and take a 30. Otherwise, the Loves, I mean, there's places in between, but I want to take a shower.
Just because it's crunch time for this weekend, and the way that it's kind of lining up, if I'm going to pick up this South Carolina load, it would be better if you didn't put in a lot of drive time getting to your drop tomorrow.
All right.
So, yeah, forget your shower.
I'm still taking a shower. After 100 miles, keep left.
Did it just say after 100 miles, keep left?
Yeah.
That's amazing. I couldn't do what you do. Truly could not. I hate driving.
It's the fucking best part.
I was thinking today, like, it's almost better that we're not on any dedicated lanes, because if we were, we would be forced into driving through these areas we don't want to be in. And then, like, with this weather, it's just like, oh, we can't run this lane this weekend, too bad.
Yep.
So it's kind of to our advantage that we get to just go where we want.
I've never seen
So
this
the
building
earliest
before.
pickup for this South Carolina load is 11 a.m. And it delivers at 9 a.m. the next day. It's 400. No, it's not 430 miles. It's 473 miles. I don't see that being even possible.
It picks up at 11.
Picks up at 11. You're already, hold on, let me do the math on this. So if you're gonna have, let's say, an hour on duty just to get to the drop, and then you're gonna have, let's say, 2 hours on duty with a half an hour drive. 2 hours on duty to get unloaded. And then you're gonna have another hour drive deadhead. And then another 2 hours on duty to load. 2.5. That's 4.5 on duty. 1.5 drive. That's 6 hours. That's 8 hours to drive minus the hour and a half. 6.5 to drive. But you're not really going to do 6.5 because you're going to want to park by 4. So, and you're going back in the time zone. So you have 3 hours to drive on Thursday. And then you're going to have to finish. That's if you park by 4. And then that's going to leave you with 5 hours drive on Friday.
Where in South Carolina is it going?
Greenwood. Really?
Greenwood?
Yeah, not too far from where you just were. Actually.
So off 85?
It is off 85. There's 2 routes. The suggested route goes 20. But you can take 85 out of Atlanta. And then it's right over the line.
The suggested route takes 20 to what? 20 to...
Actually, yeah, because you're going to have to take 285 around Atlanta. So that's the way you're probably going to go. 285 south of Atlanta. And then you're going to hop onto 20. Yeah, it's right near where your last drop was. So you're going to be looking at like 5 hours drive on Friday, which means you have to start at, 3 a.m. They're not paying enough for this load. But our other options pretty much to go to Texas.
Does Texas pay more?
It's about the same. Huntsville, Texas. Some are better.
Where?
Huntsville, and I already have it up here. California, Arizona.
Arizona?
These are the loads out of Huntsville on Friday. They're going to... There's a few going to Arkansas. Oh, they're all hazmat. Arizona, California, lots of California. Florida. There's a couple to Georgia.
It's 64 degrees. Figured I'd just tell you that.
Where you are?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I've been sending you to the best places to be. Like, the only place, when I was looking at the map this morning of the weather and like where the snow was, and then just south of that, like that band through Tennessee that's just going to be covered in ice.
Yeah.
It like ended right where you are. Like, you're in the only clear place in the country.
I know. I've looked. I've been watching the weather, and I said this route is pretty nice. I'm gonna hit very, very few rain showers. I've hit a couple rain showers, but like just enough to put your windshield wipers on low for 2 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome. I love how the broker this was like, if your driver's not on time this morning, like, I'm gonna know because they have my direct number.
If I wasn't on time, what?
This morning.
You should call her and tell her they weren't on time.
I texted her and told her.
Oh.
Oh, Ennis isn't bad. All right. Because that's just south of Dallas. Not that you like parking there, but it says it picks up in Mobile at 8 a.m. TWIC or escort required.
Picks up at 8 a.m. tomorrow.
It says it actually says in the notes, picks by 3.
Oh. I was going to say, no way that's going to happen.
Yeah. But we're going to have to probably pay for an escort. So we can knock that right off the rate. I gotta get you your TWIC card. All right, let me call this other broker about this load going to Huntsville, Texas. Oh, it delivers the next day. But it's first come, first serve. 500 miles. Pascagoula. Right on Route 10, your favorite. 7 hours. So it's similar.
You know what's crazy? 10 through Louisiana. I mean, I love it because of the food. That trumps everything. I-10 in Louisiana has got to be one of the worst highways as far as pavement goes in the country. It's horrible. Like your fucking back is just demolished at the end of the day.
Well, John used to complain when I sent him on 10. One of the times I sent him there, he said they were like burning sugarcane through Alabama or something. And he like couldn't see anything. He was driving at night, and I thought he was going to start crying.
They burn shit all the time. It's common. Once you get out of the Northeast, that's like common practice.
To just burn?
Yeah, they just burn.
All right. I'm going to call these.
Yeah, this is going to Coca-Cola, so God knows what the unload's going to be.
I know. That totally, like, of course they didn't send me the addresses, but nothing about this screamed Coca-Cola to me. I mean, it's equipment. And usually when you go to Coca-Cola, they have a super specific delivery time, and this one doesn't. So I guess your best bet's to get there first thing in the morning. And it's just...
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm sure I'm going to a different location than where they usually offload.
Well, it's a bottling plant.
Beverages.
It's not a distribution center.
Right.
So, yeah, I saw that and I cringed a little bit. All right, I'm gonna call this broker.
All right.
Bye. I'm calling about a lane you have listed picking up tomorrow in Pascagoula, Mississippi, heading to Texas.
Pascagoula to where?
Pascagoula. To Huntsville, Texas,
For pickup which day?
tomorrow.
So this will pick up in Pascagoula from 7 to 3 tomorrow. It'll deliver Friday the 4th from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. in Huntsville. It is a dry van load of lumber, just over 39,000 pounds. Does your driver have a TWIC card?
No.
Okay, if he doesn't have a TWIC card, an escort is an option, but that will be your responsibility. We don't reimburse for escorts.
Okay. You have a lot of these listed. Are they all the same thing?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. I know escorts can be up over $100, so
Yeah.
might not be worth it. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep, no problem.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and block this company for right now so that I don't keep tripping over those loads. And look, they're still here. Brokers will list their name on the load board under like minimal differences. You'll block them. You have to block them like 5 times. Because I don't really want to keep seeing those loads. So we're not really trying to go to Tennessee, I think, because it's, look at this load I told you guys about that's going to Maine. They just reposted it. They're still trying to cover it. What a joke. It's just not enough money for that load. So you can hit, like as I'm doing this and I start looking at a lot of loads and I like start to confuse myself, I'll hit age and it'll show the newest loads that have been posted. Of course, brokers will post loads that they've already posted, like again, if they need them covered. I think they probably even have the option to like auto repost these. Because sometimes I'll call something that like just got posted and they're like, oh, this got covered. It's helpful. So this is my last shot at this. Thanks for, if you've made it this far, I appreciate you sticking through it, going through it like I do. This is a broker I've never worked with.
Thank you for choosing Gateway Logistics. Your call is important to us. The first available representative will be right with you. All calls are answered in the order they are received, so please remain on the line.
Oh yeah, it's my jam. No, I appreciate some good hold music.
Gateway, this is...
Hey, I'm calling about a lane you have listed picking up tomorrow in Mobile, Alabama.
You got a reference number on that one?
You guys don't have one listed.
Where was it picking up? I'm sorry.
Mobile, Alabama. It says it's Drew W's load.
Yeah, he's our boss. He posts them all.
Okay.
I'm looking now. The New Albany, Mississippi.
Yes, sir.
Can I get your MC, please? Sadford Hauling and Service.
Yes.
Services.
Yes.
Gonna pick up out of Mobile, Alabama on the 3rd, from 8 to 3. Need an ETA. It's gonna be a truckload of cooking oils, 35,592 pounds. 53-foot food grade van on this one. Delivers to New Albany, Mississippi on the 4th. 4 a.m. delivery appointment on this. It's a morning receiver. And we are moving that for $950.
Okay. I was looking for a little more on that, but if I can't find anything else, I'll let you know.
What would your rate be where I can mark it in here?
I was looking at 1150 actually.
Would you be able to split it with me at 1,050? If I work with you, will you work with me?
But let me just before I don't like to make decisions on the spot with my driver's hours of service. I don't see this as being an issue with that 4 a.m. delivery, but I just want to work through it. All right, I can call you back in 5 minutes.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So, once again, my driver is going to have an hour of on-duty time before he gets to his drop tomorrow. I allow for 2-hour on-duty to unload. He doesn't have that hour drive deadhead. Let's give him I always allow for a half an hour deadhead, even though it should be not that long. And then another 2-hour to load. I'm a little concerned. They said this is food grade, but it's also only cooking oil. Like if he said it was like milled products, flour, rice, sugar, something that might be in like a paper bag, I'd be a little more concerned. But where it's cooking oil, we should be okay. And even if he got rejected, which I hope he doesn't, at least he didn't like have some big deadhead and it's this big deal. Lost time, lost fuel and everything. So that would leave him with 4-hour on duty. That's 5-hour on duty with an hour of driving. And then even if he went off duty at 4 p.m., we should be able to make that. I just don't like the rate. I'm gonna call Chris. So, like some of you watching might be wondering why I'm gonna take a load that pays $350 less over another load, but you have to consider it's almost 200 miles less. It doesn't have a huge deadhead, so it's really like almost 300 miles less. And it fits a timeline. It's going to leave me time to get him reloaded on a Friday. Friday's a big day because if you get yourself in a situation where you don't have time to get reloaded on a Friday, you're just screwed for the weekend. So I think I'm going to go ahead and book this. I'm going to go to bed tonight saying a little prayer that we get loaded in the morning. And I need all your good vibes from all you people out there as well. I thank you for watching. I look forward to reading your comments, your feedback. If you guys have different experiences from what I'm saying, I'd love to hear it. I'm still learning. I learn every day. And again, I appreciate you guys for watching. See you next time.